5 midgets.
Yeah.
Spanking a man.
You like that?
Covered with Thousand Island dressing.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, this could be kind of fun.
Say hello to Mr. Slay.
Hi, kids.
Jesus Christ.
You're a strange animal. That's what I know.
Ugh, Jesus.
All right. I'm sorry. I had to do it. My friends over at Revenge of the Sis. You guys know Revenge of the Sis. Royce is one of them, I think. The other guy, Hollywood Mersh, is over there. They had on a big-time YouTuber, and boy, did it go badly for them. I mean, fuck. Oh, God. Oh, it went so poorly. I don't know. I don't watch this gay shit, to be honest. I can't get into it. Except he wiped the fucking floor with him. Everyone thought this was a failure, including their own fans. It's beautiful. Look at these fucking comments. This was a complete shit show, says one of their fans. There's one person spurging out here. It's Mersh. Matt Christensen finally has enough of these guys. This dude is so even-keeled. He's so even-toned the whole time. He's nice. He's nice. They ripped on him to no end, and he's just nice and calm the entire time. Royce keeps doing this thing where he's like, I'm trying to bring down the level in the room here. Okay? I'm trying to be honest. Believe it or not, I'm trying to bring down the level. The only people yelling are the two guys hosting the show. They're trying to scream over top of him the whole time. He's nice the entire time, and then they finally break him just a little bit. And even in this moment of weakness, even when he goes for the gut, when he goes for the jugular, breaks down and finally insults them back. Even this is kind of nice. I'm not even sure he meant it in a mean way. Listen to this and listen to the reaction. It's crazy.
Ask me about what I do stand for instead of putting words in my mouth. How about that?
Because what you stand for doesn't matter if you're not actually making any waves with it. If you're just having a milquetoast conversation, are you kidding me? I've watched your show. No. I've watched your show. Your show is like watching in and watching two bank tellers on a lunch break having a polite conversation.
And it's more successful than yours. And by the way, that's not true.
There it is. But we got under your skin.
There's the dick measuring contest.
But we got under your skin.
Here it comes.
We got under your skin.
Hold on. The Montana BBC is going to whip it out for us.
You're the one who had to wait an hour while you were shadow boxing off of Skype, getting ready to come on here. Come on, man.
Look how big we are.
Did you shadow box?
Look how big we are.
Did you shadow box, Matt? I need to picture that in my mind.
This is
okay. Imagine if Philip DeFranco was conservative and had no jump cuts. That's Revenge of the Sis. Just as funny, just as informative, just as disposable, and just as every single day. Royce spurgs out over this and says that here it is, like they'd been waiting for this the whole time. We're 10 minutes into this video, by the way, 11 minutes into this video. So for 11 minutes, they've been sitting there waiting for Matt to say that he's a bigger channel than theirs, which means they were scared of that. They were scared of that the entire time. Look, I just want to say this. As far as Revenge of the Sis viewers go, like, whatever, man. I get it. If that's what you're into, that's what you're into. I'm not into this stuff. I'm not into the politics stuff. You guys need your beliefs reinforced by two middling comedian types, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what you get out of it, but whatever you get out of it, you get out of it. The odd part of it to me is a lot of their audience are former guys they made fun of. They're like former Owen Benjamin Bears or whatever. So I don't expect much of them. Let's just put it that way. Some of my guys listen to Revenge of the Sis. Most of them don't. That's the irony of Hollywood Mersh telling me that I owe him something is most of my listeners tell me I've only ever heard of Revenge of the Sis from you, Jesse. And these guys, their whole thing is that they're giant killers. Oh, they go after the big guys. They go after Owen and, I don't know, Ben Shapiro, whoever. They're trying to get all these guys to notice me, right? Notice me, senpai, that thing. And it's very interesting what Royce says in response to that. Very interesting.
On a lunch break having a polite conversation.
And it's more successful than yours. And by the way, that's not true.
There it is.
But we got under your skin.
There's the dick measuring contest.
But we got under your skin.
Here it comes.
We got under your skin. There's the dick measuring contest. Now, that's the important part. Okay? And let's bring up Nightwave from the night before this episode. Less than 24 hours passed between what you're about to watch and the thing we just watched, okay? This is Nightwave from the night before they started complaining about the dick measuring contest.
Because I'm really not important. And this chorus of people who are trying to troll me are actually attracting more people to the show. Because you kick and you scream and you make a lot of noise and you whine.
By the way, fine. I'm one of those guys. I've never been the guy who won't say the name of the person I'm talking about. Watch him, subscribe to him. I don't give a shit, man. Don't watch me. I don't care. It's not about that. All right, I'm good. I was good at 4,000 subscribers. This became my job at 4,000 subscribers. So go watch Mersh. Go watch Nightwave. Hollywood Mersh. He needs you. He loves the numbers. Okay, shill.
And you piss and you moan. And eventually, one or two people sees that and they go, "What is this guy spurging about?" Some guy named Mersh. Who the fuck is Mersh? And then they're going to watch, and they're going to see, and they're going to go, "Oh, this Mersh guy's, whatever. He's not fucking, he's not 100% right all the time," but they really seem to have this weird, it's going to build curiosity.
All right, and speaking of building, let this build to where we're going here, okay? I started a little earlier than we needed to in the clip. Just let this build up. Listen to his words. Really take in what he has to say here. He means all of this. He's definitely not just drunk and rambling. I don't need their audience. I don't want their audience. Please, again, if you're here just because you like them, tune out. I don't want you. I don't care. I mean, enjoy it if you want to be here. Everyone's welcome, but I don't need you. All right? And I didn't want to go on their show for two reasons. One, I don't need their show, and I never have. And number two, look at what happened to Matt Christensen on their show. He was right the entire time, and all it was a fumbling, frustrated mess. It wasn't entertaining. It wasn't fucking funny, and they just screamed over top of him. They literally lowered his audio the entire time. I'm not going on a show to be talked over top of. I'm fucking more important. I'm literally just laughing at the inconsistency of Hollywood Moosh. Okay? Keep watching.
Comments fuel the algorithm. Very useful, idiots. Exactly.
Yes, they lowered the audio 100%, says Porcelain. So when is Dan Crenshaw
Burke says, Mersh, cover the pot awful thing. It's funny as fuck.
Here we go. Cover the pot awful thing. It's funny as fuck. Meaning he wanted him to play my parody on the show. Isn't it odd that they wouldn't do that? Did it hit that close to home that you couldn't even just laugh at it? I wasn't doing it to be mean, man. I don't know. If you thought it was mean, that's on you.
Is it funny, though?
It was. In fact, a lot of your listeners commented on that video. I can go bring up the comments right now. They loved it, and they've asked me to do it again. They want more of it.
Is logging in as a mod and muting all of the people on the ROTC chat so that we have like days of having to go back and unban everything? Like, is that funny or is it gay?
It sounds pretty funny to me. That sounds like a pretty funny thing to do to me. I'd laugh at that, but I don't know. I don't know, gay. You tell me.
It was funny for 15 minutes, then it got weird. Yeah, but it's...
Agreed. It was funny for 15 minutes, and then it got weird. And weird is where I thrive, and where shit on Pod Awful always gets way funnier. I didn't even think I was going to do it for 15 minutes. I kept going and going and going because it was so easy to make fun of your show. It was so easy. By the time I got to your nonsensical smoke break you take halfway through your show, a fucking 2-hour show, and you need to take 10 minutes off playing the same commercials every fucking time for fucking 2 years straight. By the time I got to that point, I was so devastated by the nonsense I was doing. I didn't think I could go any further. And then I kept going. It was that easy.
It's uncomfortable. And it's weird. And it was out of nowhere. It was
out of nowhere. It was a long time coming.
It was Dick Masterson had his bank cancel his account. we retweeted him or whatever, and I guess Royce reached out to Dick and was like, hey, I didn't know, we're always trying to cover these kind of, stories. Do you want to come on the show? We interviewed him for a couple minutes. He got off. It was done. And then Jesse spurged out about it. He didn't approach us. He didn't say, hey, man, Well, he did reach out at first to Royce, and Royce said, oh, wow, shit, I didn't realize you guys had a beef. We're more than happy to have you come on Monday. Tell your side of the story.
We're more than happy to have you come on over a week later. Gee, thanks, Royce. I'll address this thing from over a week ago. No thanks, retard. Like you're so busy on your fucking show that you couldn't have had me on same day. What do you have planned? It was the Twitter timeline so filled that day that you had too much show prep? I doubt it.
And that's that. We're not, hey, man, we're cool with you, whatever. He decided, instead of just waiting until Monday and doing that, to attack us and essentially smear shit all over the walls, like a petulant child who...
Mersh just learned the word petulant, by the way. He's been using that a lot lately.
Got ass hurt. And that was his decision. But what I'm not going to do is... do this gay ass like back and forth because
what? You sure? Here we are. Does anybody remember when Mersh was in his Discord panicking, directing his listeners to not give me anything? Give him nothing. That's a direct quote. Don't watch his video. Give him nothing. I spurged out by making a funny show. All right.
For what? What am I going to gain from it? What am I going to gain from what do I have to gain for fighting with somebody who, and again, I know it's going to, Mersh is going to bring numbers up. Mersh is going to bring numbers up like a faggot, turn this into a dick measuring contest. But it's a paywall show for like 60 people. What do I have to gain from that? 60 very loyal cult members who aren't going to like my show anyway. So it's not like...
That's for sure. They don't. You're right. They don't. There's a little bit more than 60, though, by the way. I do all right. Okay. By the way, Revenge of the Sis, right before I made that parody video of theirs, but right after we had the fight on Twitter, they hid the amount of money they make on Patreon. It was up before that. It was just under $2,000 a month. That's all they were making. 25,000 subs, and what does it get you? Maybe you should make a better product, guys. I think they might understand that you have a disposable, not worth a dollar fucking show. Okay? Just under $2,000, and they hid it out of embarrassment. If you go to their Patreon right now, you can't see how much money they make a month on there out of embarrassment, okay? But no, I've got 60 paywall people. Okay, all right, man, whatever. I think on the paywall shows I'll tell you how many I get. I think I get about 300 and some, between 300 and 400 views on my Wednesday premium shows in the Pizza Fund. Those are $12 shows. I don't know, you do the math. I'm doing all right. I'm doing okay.
Like I'm going to get any kind of like... It's not like I'm going to shake the tree and a couple of apples are going to fall out of it. I get nothing from it. Fucking with Owen made us. Fucking with Owen, we shook a very large tree.
Oh, so it's okay when you do it. I mean, this is the fucking grand hypocrite here. It's okay when we went after a big guy on purpose to make it, and it worked, so it was good. I didn't go after... One, I didn't really go after you. I just did what I always do. I made fun of something on the internet. You happen to be something on the internet. Remember, that was your excuse to Matt Christensen. You fucking hypocrite. You dipshit. I just made fun of you guys, and you didn't take it well. That's it. I didn't want your fans, because I don't want Owen's fans. All right? You're projecting, man. You're projecting real hard here.
And a lot of fruit came from it. That worked out.
I bet a lot of fruit.
But like, why would I fight with somebody?
Yeah, just for the record, I'm looking at my Pizza Fund shows. the premium episodes. 364 views on one. Again, these are hidden behind a paywall. 364 on one, 405 on another. Let me see here. I'll try to find you. Again, $12. Every single one of those, the person had to pay $12 to see it. I don't know. 339. So, not huge, but decent. That's pretty good. And that's assuming they paid 12. They might be paying 20 or 40 to see that. Most of my subscribers to the Pizza Fund are actually $20 or $40 members of it. That's the crazy thing, Hollywood Mersh. When you make a good product, people are willing to buy it. They're not willing to buy yours, and now you got to hide your numbers.
There's like 60, 70 people, 100, 111 people watching a free show.
You want a fucking dick measuring contest? Let's go.
What do I stand to gain from that? And it's a logical question. And when somebody says, oh, you're going to bring numbers into it, you're going to turn it into a dick measuring contest? Yes, I am. If you're doing this for a living, you don't care about the numbers, then you probably need to start worrying about the numbers. Okay.
Well, I am. I'm worried about the numbers. Now, the number I'm worried about has never been the subscriber count. And I'll tell you why. I got a reason for this. I'm more interested in good subscribers than a lot of subscribers, because at a certain point, and they're going to find this out real fast. At a certain point, if you get too big, you can't do the kind of thing I do anymore. All right? That's already going to be the case. We're all getting booted off of YouTube here soon. So have fun. Enjoy it while it lasts, boys. But I don't need 20,000 subscribers. I wouldn't know what to do if I got them. So I'm fine with that. There is a number I pay attention to. There is one, and it's the money. Now, I don't do it for the money. I really don't. It ain't about the money. I just need a certain amount so I can continue living, so I don't have to work for anybody else. And I put just enough effort into this show, if not a little bit more, to make this worth buying. I think most of my customers, my listeners, my, if you will, fans. I think they'd agree. So I am worried about the numbers. You're worried about measuring dicks, my friend. You're worried about that. I got to tell you, I don't have to split my numbers with another man. Okay? I don't have to split my numbers with Patreon. Patreon's taking a cut of your shit. I don't have to split my numbers with Streamlabs. And I don't have to split them with Royce. And think about this for a second, Hollywood Mersh, because Royce does all the work for your show, and you're still getting half. I hope you're not. For his case and yours, I hope Royce gets to take a little bit more than 50% home, because if not, there's no way this lasts. I mean, would you be okay being the guy doing all the work while the other guy wakes up 15 minutes before the show, just shows up? That's it? Would you be cool with that? You might want to look out, my brother. Who's lying? Who's talking shit and who's lying here? I don't know, man. I don't know. Dick measuring contest.
The people that have the lower numbers, they'll say, oh, what is this, a dick measuring contest? But if he was fighting with somebody that had 10 followers, he'd be going, I have all these people. Like, you know what I mean? The guy with less followers, of course, doesn't. The guy with a smaller dick never wants to have a dick measuring contest. Of course not.
The guy with a smaller dick never wants to have a dick measuring contest. Now, let's go back to the Matt Christensen interview here for a second.
And watching two bank tellers on a lunch break having a polite conversation.
And it's more successful than yours. And by the way, that's not true.
That's it. There it is.
But we got under your skin.
There's the dick measuring contest.
But we got under your skin.
Here it comes.
I'm not
we got under your skin.
Hold on.
Though.
The Montana BBC's.
I guess you've got a small dick, boys. But let me tell you something. Okay? I mean, you really want to fucking talk about dick size here. All right, man. fine, your dick is big. Who the fuck cares how big your dick is if the only place you have to fuck is on your friend's couch? You dipshit. You idiot.